Hello, everyone. So we have Lavanya here, our rank 34, a SPAN student, online classroom student. So Lavanya, hi, how are you feeling
Hi,
with rank
everyone.
34, double-digit rank, especially in IELT,
Top of the world. I can
top
say
of the
that.
world? It already got sunk, huh?
No,
Not
but
yet.
yeah, but I checked the result. Like, yes, actually, I have cleared it.
Cleared it. Yeah. So we must be receiving a lot of calls from your friends, from your relatives, maybe getting a lot of praises from your parents.
Yes, like everyone's really happy right now.
Okay, now
Obviously, everyone will see.
Now, that is the experience that you're having post results, right? But I would like to know about your experience when you got the paper, when you saw the weird test eyelet paper. What was your reaction when you got that question paper?
The first reaction was
Oh
that
God.
there is
Just a second. Can you please come again? Hmm.
so the first reaction was that there is something wrong with my question paper. It has been printed, not been printed properly. And then I realized that the pattern had come me at that moment. I did a mistake in the OMR sheet with my roll number. I corrected it, but that thing just really put me in a lot of pressure. So when I started the paper, it was like with a lot of pressure, and then seeing that the exam, like the whole pattern was so changed, yeah, it was like really tough. But then I focused more on English and which questions I could understand, like coding. Like there were some codes and stuff with easy questions. I attempted those and focused more on English. That
Yeah. So, what was your basic strategy while attempting the paper? I mean, on the D-Day, was it like pre-planned or did you just strategize it on the examination hall itself?
can you repeat the question?
Yes. What was your strategy for the examination for taking up the paper? Was it pre-planned or did you just make it on the examination hall instantly?
Originally pre-planned, but then when I saw the paper, I had to change like the whole plan. So I did like passages English law, because reading the passage once, then coming back to it I thought would be difficult. So I did English and logical reasoning together, like passage wise. And when some questions in logical reasoning, if I found it difficult, then I skipped those, and that I like came at the end of the paper.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so next question I think would be the most common one. Most of the students have it. That what about your preparation strategy for IELT? How was it different from CLAT?
Think
I mean, yeah.
I think majorly mocks. So the best thing was mocks, because giving them again and again, it like really like it prepared me for the exam. So when I of how to go about the questions, and then yes, attending the classes regularly, so that helped me pick up those nitty gritties that are there and
Right.
working on them. I did not go like 12 hours or 13 hours a day. Like I worked 7 to 8 hours if there's a holiday and there's school, then not then 3 to 4 hours. So I think that helped. Like taking
Okay.
breaks was also important.
Very important. Yeah. Okay. So firstly, I'll come to mock test and then we'll go to how did you balance your class, basically your school and your coaching preparation both. Yeah. So please tell me about your journey with mock test, CL mock test. How CL mock tests helped you? Did you find it challenging? Was it easy breezy? Was it a roller coaster? How was it?
It was a roller coaster, definitely. And I think I liked doing mocks. That was one thing like I enjoyed doing. So whenever like if even if I'm sitting and I'm like, I don't want to study, but then I can just give a mock. So that's an interesting thing to do. And then again it 102 after like a lot of time in a CLAT mock. And that day I was just so happy, like finally above 100 score. And so that developed confidence in me, as I said, and helped me, like develop a strategy completely of how to go through it. Especially for CLAT. AILET, like last minute, the pattern was a bit confusing, but at least for CLAT, it was like really helpful because I knew exactly how the questions would be.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. And what about how did you balance your school and coaching? Because most of the students struggle here. They don't know how to uh, maintain that balance with school and tuitions and then with CLAT preparation, how to take out time, how did you
any
work
supportive
it?
teachers. Yes, because I have missed tests, school tests. I have done that, and my teachers have been incredibly supportive of that as well. They've realized that there are priorities. CLAT and ALET, this is a priority for me, and they have realized that and given me the push in that direction. So that was one thing. Again, obviously, school studies are important, but you needed to give priority. Preponed in December. I think it was actually good that happened. So now you can just focus clearly on boards.
Right. Okay.
I think
So that was about how did you balance it. At now, what is in your bucket list before joining the college? I'm sure you would have sacrificed a lot of things, so you would be having a lot of things in your bucket list. So can we have a little sneak peek into that as to what are there?
having fun with friends, going out with them.
That's it?
Definitely. I have my farewell on 29th, attending
Okay.
that.
Okay, so you would be enjoying a party after a really long time as well. Right. Okay, Lavanya. So at the end, I would like to know what are your tips for all those people maybe who did not clear IELTS this time, or maybe who are going to write IELTS next time, next year. So what would be your tips? What do you have to say to them?
For those who are like appearing next year,
Yes. Or those who did not clear, maybe they are looking up to you, right?
I think exactly like how you want to start and what you're going to give priority to. Figure out your weak points. Weakest point that and keep giving mock and don't lose hope. You can try your best. And yes, I think that's
Okay. Uh, Pretty much got an idea about the tips, and I hope for the students they take an inspiration from you, right? They take tips from whatever you said and implement it, especially with regard to mocks. I mean, mocks are supposed to be fun, right? You are supposed to enjoy mocks in order to perform well further. And at the end of the day, it will help you out in all the examination, not just IELTS, but in CLAT and every examination. So that would be it. Lavanya, thank you so very much for having this session with us. Yeah, and all the very best. Just in case if you need any other assistance, any other help from our side, please feel free to write a mail to us, connect to me. Yes, and
so
I'll be
much for
personally
all.
there. Lavanya, can you please come again? We lost your voice.
I said that thank you so much for all the support this year.
Thank you so much. We are more than pleased to have our students on the toppers list. So yes, thank you so much,
Thank
Lavanya.
you.
Thank you.